What's up, guys? Today we're going to do another build for Fallout 4 because I saw you guys really like the gunslinger build. This one's going to be revolved around the hunter. The hunter is a man that hunts for food for either trading purposes or for survival. Plus, he hunts in other ways, as in he hunts bounties, or he hunts anything that the Minutemen or Brotherhood of Steel need him to do. He is not overly confident of the Brotherhood of Steel, nor is he very happy about the Institute. He hates both. He really only respects the Minutemen because they're trying to fix the world, while the Brotherhood of Steel and the Institute are trying to reduce it down to rubble. Going on with the hunter, he does three things currently. He just wanders the wasteland, and he only trusts certain people. Certain people like Curie, because she is normally just a robot that looks basically human. You can change that if you want. You can keep her as a robot or a human, doesn't matter. But he only trusts certain people because he's skeptical of the new land since he's a sole survivor. He's not overly fond of people who are crazy. Okay, he's never really fond of people who are crazy or do random things like murder for fun. So he does not like gunners in particular. He does like things like the dog. And I don't know what he's doing currently. The dog is his most favorite companion because it's man's best friend. He's always loved a dog. He's had a dog since he was little, and he always kept getting one after the one he had passed away. He loves dogs in general because he can teach them to do exactly what he needs. So, companions list. You can use the dog, or you can use a very trusted companion like Curie, or someone that's relatively on the good side and not into murder and the chems and stuff like that. Not like Kate. Now we're going to talk about the outfit that he wears. As you can see, the hunter has mostly all leather. This is also the leather chest piece that I did for the gunslinger first of Minutemen. I did it because I brought it here because it has pouches, like ammo pouches, ammo on the belt, and a satchel piece connected to the belt with also ammo on the back. Also, it looks like it kind of connects to the right shoulder, and on the left shoulder has the same thing as leather legs, so all leather. He is also dressed with a basic t-shirt. So green shirt and combat boots is what I went with because it just looks kind of nothing really over-exaggerating. He does wear a beanie most of the time to keep his head warm in colder climates. Other times when it starts to rain, he will throw up a green hood. He will put on one of those to keep himself out of the rain. And I know it looks like he's bald when he puts it on. And if he does not want to be recognized or he wants to keep his face out of the elements, he puts on a bandana. Skull, stripes, it doesn't matter. Pick whichever one you want. They don't do anything really, it's just for looks. However, the green hood does do a damage resist of 1. The green shirt and combat boots, the reason I went with this is because it has the charisma and endurance by 1 perk. Then you have the damage resists on the leather. Leather is mainly for electricity resist, so mainly institute and laser damage, and that's why I went with that. None of it's really armored up as well, but you can change it, spec it to how you want. You can spec it how you want. It's just, I just thought these looked the best. You can change them to look however you want with damage resist, whatever. Also, I want to change that back to the beanie because it looks a lot better. And I want to take off the mask. Also, since the hunter mainly have to hunt for food or hunt for food to eat or hunt for food to trade, he mainly carries a few different weapons. Okay, sorry, there's a lot of people talking in game, and I called my friend. So, the gunslinger has the sniper rifle as his main because he needs it to hunt. It's always on him because he needs to hunt. He needs it to catch things, to trade, eat, etc. hunt others for bounties to get caps, if he needs to buy food or new clothes, whatever. So here's what it consists of. The calibrated powerful receiver. I went with this one because I didn't want to change the ammo type if you couldn't. So I went with this one if you couldn't change the ammo type, so you can get 308 pretty easily. You can find it in most places. The 38, you can find it on most raiders, but it has reduced damage, so it's kind of a weaker round. The 50 has the greatest damage, however, it's really hard to find 50 caliber ammo out here, so I went with the calibrated powerful receiver because it has a very good damage, like superior damage rates, and it has 308, which is an easy caliber to find. Moving on to the barrel, I have a long barrel because I didn't really like the ported barrel or the long light barrel on it because I thought they just looked too much like a sniper rifle for marksmen from the army. So I tried to go for something that was store-bought, that he bought himself to go hunting with his kid. So we have the long barrel for that. We have the full stock because it just looks much more better in terms of the marksman because, like I said, we're going for the store-bought look. So full stock for it. It's got a little leather wrapping or a cloth wrapping in the back for, I'm guessing, to support your cheek and not let it hurt. The medium magazine, not the quick eject. You could do a medium quick eject if you wanted, but it's not recommended if you don't have to because it's a lot more expensive than the medium magazine. So medium magazine you can start out with, then you can go with the medium quick eject if you want. I did medium scope because that one, it doesn't aim off very far, so you're not sitting there having to throw your gun around looking for enemies that are kind of closer to you. And I didn't go with a muzzle because I thought we're just going to go complete like a store-bought look for hunting purposes, and that's what I did with this gun here. No paint unless you want to, that's your choice. And the gunslinger, my bad, I saw the name of the pistol. The hunter carries mainly a 10mm pistol. Yes, I called this gun baby, but that's because it's the baby pistol, it's a small one. He has the advanced receiver, which makes it just do a bit more damage, but it's still not very good. It's just for a backup, just in case things get out of hand or he runs out of ammo on his main gun. Then you have the long, light ported barrel for the pistol, just to give it extra looks and help it with improved hipfire and recoil. Then you have the sharpshooter's grip, mainly for aesthetics, but also because it gives you better recoil and hipfire accuracy. The quick eject mag, the glow sights, no muzzle, because none of them really look that good. Suppressor you can put on it if you're going for the silent route. You can put suppressors on these if you want. There's no paint unless you want to. Or you can do the gunslinger's pistol like I have, where I did the advanced receiver, bull barrel, comfort grip, standard sights, so we're not putting scopes and stuff on this because they don't look really good. You can paint it if you want. I currently don't paint these guns because I'm not a big fan of the enclave paint. It's just not really my go-to. So there's two guns there that you can use for a sidearm if you have to. Is the gunslinger's pistol, which is basically Kellogg's pistol. I just renamed it, and the baby pistol. Also, if you need to, he also carries a shotgun, just in case he is really caught off guard and he has shells. If he really is caught off guard and he loses his rifle and cannot get to his pistol in time, he can reach over to his back, pull out the shotgun really easily, and take out anything that's in his path. Then we have his stealth blade combat knife. He uses the combat knife just in case he needs to go for sneak routes, or if he needs to take out an enemy, loses his weapons by accident, his weapons run out of ammo, he has a backup knife so he can take out his target as fast as possible or wound him so he can get out of there. I went with the stealth blade on it because the stealth blade, the serrated blade, it makes targets bleed exceptional damage. Technically it's the same thing with the stealth blade, except it's increased damage from sneak attacks, which I thought was just better in general, so I did that. You will have to get rank 2 on blacksmith for it though, so put a bunch of blacksmith points and stuff into it. And the violent hardened sniper rifle, if you grab that, you can use that instead of the one I got.
What are you building?
It's none of your business. I'm sorry, but I don't want you to know, Preston. And then on to... Hold on, let me find it. For the hunter's perks, now, like I said in the last build video I did, I've played this game a lot. You see my level's 163. It's because I've been doing a lot of stuff on here and I've maxed out all the training perks. You don't have to do that, just you can do the cheeky one-shot sniper build there. You can find it on most builds. I don't quite remember what the numbers were for the training in the beginning. You'll have to look those up because I don't know what they are. But one that we do have is Rifleman. Attacks with non-automatic rifles do double damage and ignore 30% of target's armor. Or it has the higher chance of crippling a limb. Rifleman, high as you can get it because you're mainly using a rifle for hunting and etc. Also, you could do Gunslinger a little bit. You don't have to get it all the way up because that's your sidearm. You don't really use that a whole lot. You put a little bit into Medic because sometimes you do have to help yourself. Gun Nut, you need as high as you can go. You need armor, or no, you need Blacksmith as high as you can go for your weapon modifications. And then we don't have anything for science, so high-tech weapon mods, nothing we really need. Unless it specifically requires it for any scopes. Quick hands, you can do that. Gung Fu. Also, Basher and Sniper, since we have a Sniper. So those are your main perks. The rest of these, you can just do whatever you want with those, because mainly those are just around the map type things. These are just ones that you need to do whatever. So toughness, I mean, you could also do toughness to get the more damage resistance. Pickpocket you won't really need, but just those main perks is what you're going to need for this build. And basically that's it. So I'm going to run over here to a place. I do have a few bullets for the Gunslinger pistol and the calibrated powerful sniper rifle. I have a lot of shells for that. The knife, and then that. So let's start off with his rifle that he uses to do a bunch of hunting with and other stuff.
Apologies if sometimes I make little sense.
Alright, so for the hunter's weapons, he has just a couple. First one being his rifle, his sniper rifle, the one he uses for hunting, that you can hunt for the food, then trade it off or eat it depending on what he wants to do with it if he needs the supplies now. I'll show you, here's the sight. It's not too bad. I definitely think that maybe the reflex sight would be a lot better, but that's kind of personal preference. It isn't really fast at hip firing, but it is pretty fast. Next, much like the Gunslinger, there was the muzzled advanced double barrel shotgun, which basically everything on high except it's a sawed off barrel, or no, it's the normal barrel, the short barrel, without the stock. See in there, it's got the glow sight. Load in pretty easily. Still, reload animation the same. Then you got his backup pistol for when he runs out of ammo on both his shotgun and maybe also his rifle. You have his pistol. Yes, I nicknamed this thing Baby. It's the baby pistol. This gun is the best receiver I think you can get that's not automatic. So I went with the non-automatic pistol. See? I'm holding it and it's not doing anything. I have to actually go through it. See, there's pretty good fire right there. It has the light ported barrel. No, I mean, you saw the build quality of it already. There's that. Reload's always the same. Then there's a Gunslinger pistol, which y'all have all seen before. 44 Magnum. Maybe it's just 44. I'm not entirely sure, but good gun. Then you got his combat knife. I won't use it on Curie, but it stabs, it slices. You can block with it. You can stealth out with it. I do have the little perk that makes everything go this way, so don't worry about it. And that's pretty much it for his weapons. He does carry stim packs, rad X, rad away. What he needs to get rid of his rads. And, you know, we've already went over what he wears. Like, if it starts, he normally wears this, but most of the time he's not. So you can take it off and view your luscious hair, whatever you have. Actually, me currently, I think you've already seen. Apologies, I'm a little sick. Oh, I'm running my nose a lot. But currently, if you don't want to have it on and you want to see your luscious flowing locks or whatever like I do, because as a matter of fact, this is how long my hair is in real life. I have relatively long hair because, I don't know, I guess I'm a rock fanatic or something. I love rock music. I listen to a lot of music, so I guess really not, but I do have long hair. Not quite in the style though. So you can take it off, enjoy your hair, and remember, if you want to, this green hood does actually give you one protection point or damage defense point, whatever they're called. You can put that on. Normally he wears this when it's raining. It's not raining, it's just dark. And if he wants to keep his identity unknown, or he wants to cover his face when it's a rad storm, or so on and so forth, he has a bandana. I chose the skull bandana just because, I mean, it's a skull. I mean, who doesn't like a skull? And that's pretty much it. You can put any type of grenade. I have artillery smoke grenade because I go with Minutemen route a lot. I don't ever do the whatever it's called, the Institute, even though that is where your son is. Now let's get this straight. Hunter is technically looking for his son, because his son was lost, so he's having to trade. He found this armor set on a body, per se, and he took it, and he just made it his own. He found basically the bandolier and chest piece type thing, and he just put it together and tried to make something work with the clothes he was wearing that he found. He didn't want to wear his vault suit anymore because he hated being called a vault dweller, so he wanted to not be known as that. He was wanting to be known as something more better, so he made the name the Hunter. Technically, some people still call him a vault dweller because you can see he has the Pip-Boy on his arm, so everybody calls him a vault dweller. Plus, that, I mean, that's technically in the chat commando. But that is technically... I swear to God, I did not just mean to use that. I got a lot anyway. But, so on and so forth. If you wear the beanie or the green hood, you throw on that. Normally I don't wear these because technically all the beanie does, the bandana doesn't do anything, obviously. It's just a look. The hood gives you a damage resist for your head. The gray knit cap, it just boosts your luck by 1, and I already have full everything, so this is technically just for the build. So, anyway, that is the Hunter. Hope y'all enjoy. Please like and subscribe, and tell me what y'all want to see for another Fallout 4 build. And I saw what y'all did on the last build episode. That was fucking phenomenal. Y'all guys did great. Thank y'all. And I will see y'all in the next video. Happy hunting.